Who are you? It's a question we've all asked ourselves at some point. But have you ever wondered if your answer goes beyond your name, your job, or your age? What if the real you is something far deeper than the labels you've carried all your life? Today, we're going to explore the idea that who you think you are may just be scratching the surface of your true essence. We're so often caught up in identifying ourselves by external markers, where we work, what we look like, how others perceive us. But the truth is, none of these things capture the unchanging core of who you really are. Beneath the surface, there's a part of you that remains untouched by the chaos of life's challenges, the opinions of others, or even your own overthinking. If this idea resonates with you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content that dives deep into the mysteries of self-awareness and personal transformation. Because the journey to discovering your true self is just beginning, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Look around you. Everything in your life, the clothes you wear, the job you hold, even the name you were given, has been shaped by the world outside of you. But let me ask you this. Do these things truly define who you are? Or are they just masks, temporary layers over something far more enduring? In this moment, we will peel back those layers, stepping away from the comfortable labels we've grown used to and venturing into the unknown, where the essence of who you are begins to reveal itself. We live in a society that loves labels. They give us a sense of control, a way to categorize the world and each other. But here's the thing. Labels are fragile. They can change in an instant. You can lose a job, change your appearance, or even forget your own name in the fog of time. Yet, something remains unchanged. There is a you that exists beyond the shifting tides of circumstance, a self that cannot be contained by mere words. Have you ever felt it? Imagine standing in front of a mirror, stripping away the layers of identity one by one. First, your name, gone. Next, your occupation, vanished. Then, your age, your roles, your achievements, all dissolved. What's left? It's unsettling, isn't it? The moment we step beyond our usual definitions of self, we enter a space that feels vast, mysterious, and unfamiliar. This is the domain of the unknown, where the boundaries of identity begin to blur, and we're left face to face with the question, who am I, really? In this space, you start to realize that everything you thought you were is just a fleeting moment in time. Your name, your job, your appearance, none of these are permanent. What you truly are, however, transcends time. It's unshaken by the chaos of life or the expectations of others. This part of you exists beyond the labels and definitions, waiting patiently for you to remember its presence. So, as we begin to explore this uncharted territory, ask yourself, what happens when I let go of all the ways I've been taught to define myself? Are you ready to step into the unknown? Because once you take that first step, there's no going back to the comfortable illusions of who you thought you were. Beneath the ever-changing tides of life, there exists something constant within you. Jobs change, relationships shift, years pass, and the world around you moves at a relentless pace. Yet, deep inside, there's a part of you that remains untouched by all of this. Can you feel it? This unchanging core, hidden beneath the noise of everyday life, is where your true essence resides, silent, unwavering, eternal. We often mistake the transient for the real. We think that who we are is shaped by what we do, where we live, and who we interact with. But all of these things are fleeting. They come and go, like the seasons, constantly shifting, constantly evolving. And while the outer layers of our identity change, there is a deeper part of us that remains the same. It doesn't age. It doesn't get caught up in the drama of life. And it doesn't disappear when things fall apart. It's the part of you that has been with you since the beginning. Consider this. Even in your most challenging moments, when everything seems to be unraveling, there is a stillness within you that watches it all without judgment. This observer, this silent witness, is who you truly are. It doesn't panic when life throws you into chaos. It doesn't celebrate when things go your way. It simply is. In a world that is constantly shifting, this core is your anchor, the only thing that remains untouched by time. But how often do you listen to this deeper part of yourself? In the rush of life, it's easy to forget that it's there. We become so entangled with the roles we play and the responsibilities we carry that we lose sight of this unchanging essence. Yet, it's always present, waiting for us to turn inward and recognize it. And when we do, we tap into a wellspring of peace and clarity that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. So I ask you, what would it mean to live from this unchanging core? To navigate the world with the knowledge that no matter what happens around you, your true self is always intact, always whole. The answers are waiting for you in the silence within, where time stands still, and the truth of who you are shines quietly beneath the surface. Life is full of challenges. We all experience moments of pain, confusion, and hardship. It's easy in those moments to feel overwhelmed, to believe that the weight of the world defines who we are. But what if I told you that these challenges, no matter how daunting, are merely passing storms? They come, they cause turmoil, and eventually they fade. But beneath the storm, your true self remains untouched, like a mountain standing tall amidst the raging winds. When we face difficulties, whether it's stress, heartbreak, or failure, we often believe that we are trapped by them, that they somehow diminish our worth. We become so identified with our suffering that it becomes a part of our identity. Yet, the truth is far more liberating. These experiences do not define you. They merely pass through you. Like clouds in the sky, they are temporary and ever-changing. But the sky itself, vast and unchanging, is the essence of who you truly are. Think about it. Every struggle you faced in life, no matter how intense, has eventually passed. And after the storm subsides, you find yourself standing once again. Maybe a little bruised, maybe a little different, but still here. That part of you that continues on, that part that cannot be broken by life's challenges, that is your true self. It's unshakable, indestructible, and always present, even in your darkest moments. There's a profound realization that comes when we stop identifying with our pain. We begin to see that the difficult moments in life are not tests of who we are, but opportunities to rediscover our strength, our resilience, and the depth of our being. Challenges don't weaken the true self. They reveal its power. And the more we recognize that we are not our suffering, the more we can face life's storms with a sense of calm and confidence. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of struggle, remember this: you are not the storm. You are the calm within it. No matter how chaotic life becomes, no matter how much pain you endure, the essence of who you are remains untouched, waiting for you to reconnect with it. And when you do, you'll find that even the greatest challenges are just stepping stones on the path to discovering your true strength. Anxiety, overthinking. These states of mind can feel like prisons, trapping us in an endless loop of worry, doubt, and fear. But what if I told you that the part of you experiencing anxiety isn't the real you? What if there is a deeper, quieter self that simply observes these storms of thought from a distance? This is the part of you that never gets caught in the whirlwind, the part that is always watching, always still. When we experience anxiety or overthinking, we often feel consumed by it, as if we are drowning in a sea of racing thoughts and overwhelming emotions. It's easy to believe that this is who we are, a person defined by their worries, their insecurities, and their mental chaos. But there is a subtle truth beneath the surface. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. You are the silent witness, separate from the mental chatter that tries to dominate your awareness. Think of it this way. Imagine your mind as a river. Thoughts and anxieties are like leaves floating downstream. Most of us spend our lives grabbing onto these leaves, trying to control them, becoming tangled in their currents. But what if, instead, you could sit on the riverbank and watch the leaves drift by without attachment? This is what it means to separate from your anxiety and overthinking, to become the observer rather than the participant. This doesn't mean that anxiety or overthinking will magically disappear. The thoughts will still come, but when you recognize that they are not you, something powerful happens. You realize that these mental states are temporary. They pass through you, but they do not define you. And the more you practice observing them, the less power they hold over you. You can let them float by, knowing that the real you remains untouched, watching from the calm shores of awareness. So, the next time you find yourself lost in anxiety or overthinking, pause. Take a step back. Watch the thoughts from a distance, like clouds drifting across the sky. Remind yourself, I am not these thoughts. I am the awareness behind them. In that moment, you will discover a profound sense of peace, a separation from the noise of the mind, and a deeper connection to the unshaken core within you. You are not the storm of thoughts. You are the stillness that remains when the storm is past.